the only naturally produced commodity in the world, honey, that has valuable medicinal properties and no expiration date and is heavily protected under international biosecurity laws, comes from one of the most important insects of the natural world, honeybees. Bees are an integral part of Earth's ecology as they play a critical role in ensuring food and nutrition security through pollination. In efforts to revitalize the honey industry, the inaugural Pacific Islands Bee Congress was convened in Nadi, Fiji, bringing together seasoned and aspiring beekeepers and key industry stakeholders from around the Pacific.
We have quite a long history in the Pacific with beekeeping.
This week we are having first Pacific Beekeepers Congress. The reason why we are having this, it came in our idea that we get networking, that we bring all the beekeepers from the Pacific together so we can share our ideas and we can share our challenges that we are facing in the Pacific, like the problems that we are facing and some of the things that we are good at. And on learning part, we are learning a lot through this.
This collective decision making amongst groups is a very powerful thing.
The Congress is the outcome of a 4-year supported ACR project led by Southern Cross University in partnership with local agricultural ministries and beekeeping associations to increase the productivity and profitability of smallholder beekeeping enterprises across Fiji and Papua New Guinea. Bees make a lot of other products in addition to honey, such as beeswax and propolis, which for local producers means diversifying their income sources and enhancing their livelihoods.
I have been doing beekeeping for the last 11 years, and I can assure you that all the properties and everything that I have got is through my beekeeping. And the most good thing about beekeeping is that the whole of my family is together, they work as a team, and even my children, my wife, they are learning on beekeeping and they go to their own beehives.
Such success stories was the foundation for the inaugural Beekeepers Congress.
So with the ACIR beekeeping project, we see a great opportunity to take research and technical expertise and help extend it to more farmers. And so we partnered through the co-hosting of this event to ensure that as many farmers through their farmer organizations in the region could be connected to this. And so this is where we see our role.
Mr. Kelly Inai, founder of Helping Hand Honey Producers in PNG, also brought his expertise and knowledge to the inaugural forum.
We have about 4,000 honeybee farmers who has 1,000 hives, and we produced under 100 tons of honey. And I actually get 10 tons of honey during honey season when we have a good honey from my farm and from the honey that I also purchase. So the volume goes up to 10 tons. Honey bee has been challenging lately with the climate change, and a lot of our farmers has lost their bees. It also goes well with the management. They would need to know skills of how to manage the hives, so that will help them to look after their bees. But otherwise, the honeybee in the country has been, especially the honey, has been very helpful for the rural farmers who get the money to pay for their school fees. And I have seen a lot of farmers who come up with the honey on my door, and after getting the money from me, they said, "Oh, we will pay our children's school fees," so which is, with the honey, tends to be good during the beginning of the school, so it pays off for the farmers.
Apart from climate change, honeybees are susceptible to numerous existing and emerging pests and diseases.
There's 40 different species of honeybee pests and diseases globally, and what we know these days is you can't just stick beehives out in a paddock and expect them to be healthy, happy and productive. We need really skilled beekeepers that are out there looking into their beehives, assessing what the health status of it is and making sure they've got the skills to be able to identify, monitor and manage different pests and diseases.
In Fiji and PNG, there are more and more women venturing into beekeeping industry to provide for their family. Atrul Nisha from Tavyuni in Fiji was the first female beekeeper to be recognized for her hard work and dedication and received the Fiji Beekeeper of the Year award, also known as the Mackenzie Cup. She also now breeds queen bees and supplies honey to hotels and resorts on the island.
In Tavyuni, there is a big demand itself locally, so I sell, and plus there are hotels and resorts all around Tavyuni, so I do supply them locally in one of the supermarkets in the island, and I do supply when I have big demand, quantity. Demands comes from mainland, so I supply in bulk.
From Tavyuni to the remote villages in the Asawa group in Fiji, Loata Nai has also taken up beekeeping and is seeing positive results.
Weekend na marama, boleh kenda sarna daka batana indo kena kici kona buli kemami buli da rauti rabina kana marama balatana ibakaronia lonra nira alo malumu na bakatal sunga na lonra na oni oiran to bina katanga oirna tamata alo malumu ya weekend na marama endo na challenge le weekend ngo to na business binaka eseni ndabaka dawo daki na eseni kota me lebu na daka e na buketal nga na bula ba mata bu vale buketal nga rambula ni sol na bu ni buli kena veka sondan do nga rebatu na vesinga.
However, some Pacific nations like Solomon Islands and Samoa are seeing a decline in the honey industry, and the Congress provided a platform to learn.
The bee industry in Samoa currently is in a decline. The Samoa Apiculture Organization came about after a request from government last year to get our house in order, to try and revive the industry. Numbers have shown between 2005 and 2014 through the different surveys. Our numbers are declining, both in beekeepers and also colonies. So we've got quite a task in front of us to try and firstly flatten that curve out and then hopefully start building again.
The Congress also provided the opportunity for stakeholders to identify solutions together.
Something that's really common that a lot of beekeepers are saying when they're coming here is that they just wish that this had happened 30 years ago. They haven't been connecting. It's been such a long time that the beekeeping industries have been prevalent in the Pacific Islands, but yet we've still seen beekeeping industries declining in terms of numbers of beehives, honey production and number of beekeepers. And so I guess for a lot of industry players, they just wish this had happened sooner to be able to connect one another to other skilled beekeepers in other areas so we can share knowledge and lessons across the region.
The inaugural Pacific Islands Bee Congress proved to be a great success, with strengthened networking of Pacific Islands beekeeping community and knowledge sharing in a bid to increase honey and bee products throughout the Pacific Islands.